A global anti-Apartheid conference on Palestine. It's been hailed as a watershed moment, and it should come with a clear goal that the world cannot afford to be quiet as the situation worsens in Gaza.
We haven't had a similar movement since the struggle against apartheid, where as the world community we joined together as government, civil society, a range of organizations, students, academics across the board in society to really form a very strong resistance against apartheid discrimination that is being practiced on the Palestinian people.
Government officials, civil society representatives, activists and other participants coming from far and wide say they want to put concerted efforts in ensuring that Palestine is free.
That's why I'm saying that it's not just general global solidarity we need to stop the genocide. And the students in the United States are taking direct action with great courage, and they are being threatened all over. So it is that kind of action we need all over the world, and that's what the minister also said, that we must work with all the governments that are not collaborating. And the countries in the Middle East must be embarrassed because they are not supporting the Palestinians.
I just want to say to the South African people, I appreciate you having this conference. It's been very hard for me. I have spent many nights, I've watched the videos like many other people, I have cried, I have been working on Palestine since the 1980s. And but when I look at and I see what's happening today throughout the world, it gives me hope.
These scenes broke out outside the Sandton Convention Center as a handful of SA Jewish Board of Deputies members staged a demonstration.
We were horrified that Minister Pandor, at a lecture at the University of Johannesburg, called to import the violence and anti-Semitism that is plaguing university campuses in the United States to our local campuses in South Africa. What an irresponsible call. Our students are in the lead up now to their examinations. We know what a tinderbox South African universities are. Can you imagine if this starts to incite violence and intimidation on our own campuses in our country? We should do everything to make sure that the education of our students continues and is not compromised in any way.
Minister Pandor responded.
In terms of protests in South Africa on this issue, the largest protests have been in support of the people of Palestine. The protests supporting Zionism have not been significant protests. The people of South Africa are clear. They support freedom and justice. They do not support murder. They do not support oppression. They do not support denial of freedom. And you can measure, count any protest in the past few months. All of them will tell you, here, we support freedom and justice. Anyone who doesn't, they are out of kilter with the majority in this country.
Meanwhile, the three-day conference will also hear from a number of speakers who are saying Israel's settler colonialism must end to ensure that Palestinians enjoy fundamental rights. Khumalo, SABC News, Johannesburg.